My name is Ara Mittal from class 7th A, poem reading activity. The poem's name is Why Me? If you have to ask why me when you're feeling really blue, when the world has turned against you and you don't know what to do, when it pours colossal raindrops and the roads are winding mess and you're feeling more confused than you ever could express, when the saddened sun won't shine, when the stars will not align, when you'd rather be inside a bed, the covers pulled above your head, when life is something that you read, and you have to ask why me. Then when the world seems right and true, when rain has left a gentle dew, when you feel happy being you, please ask yourself why me then too. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I, Deeptapal, studying class 6D, is going to recite a poem. The title of the poem is Angry. Sometimes when the day is bad and someone's made me very sad, so I have been given angry stares. I go behind the front porch stairs. They are curled up with chin on knee. I like to be alone with me and listen to people talk and hurry by me on the walk. There I sit without a sound and draw stick pictures on the ground. If I should tire of it all, I throw some pebbles at the wall. After I have been there a while and find that I can almost smile, I brush me off and count to 10 and try to start the day again. Thank you.
Good evening, ma'am. My name is Shishwantula. I am from class 7th. My story is The Spirit of the Cricket. Shikhar Dhawan and Rohit come to the field to practice match, and Rohit and Shikhar is get fallen down on the ground because the pitch was very dry and little bit weak. So called the doctor, and doctor said you will not play because you are getting injured. So he said to doctor, I will play because you will play. You are come to the wheelchair, and then doctor advice was truth. And he comes to the wheelchair, and then he little bit crying because he said, I am brave. I will play this match of India. And then he wake up at 6 a.m. and he practice at 11 a.m. When practice is finished, his treatment was started, and he feels better after 4-5 days after treatment, and then he is okay, and then he comes to the coach. Coach, sir, I will play. Coach said you will not play because you are in the wheelchair, and he stand up, and the coach was very frightened. Shikhar, you will stand and you will be okay. Then you will play. All the very best for the final. He said, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And then after second last day practice match, and Rohit and Shikhar Dhawan come to the ground, and many people, India and England people coming, and Rohit and Shikhar Dhawan are playing match, and India made 539, and India gets trophy, and all of us very get proud of Dhawan. Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Prapti Khare, and today I am going to narrate a story in front of you named Coal or Sandalwood. Once there lived a farmer who used to fall ill very often. Soon he realized that his last days are near. So he called his son, who had many friends, to give a lesson. he called his son and said, "My dear son, please bring a piece of coal and a piece of sandalwood for me." The son rushed towards the kitchen to bring a piece of coal, and then he went to the nearby garden to pluck a sandalwood from the tree. Then he rushed towards his father. When he reached his father, the father ordered to drop both the things. And the son did the same and was just going to wash his hands, and the father stopped him and said, "Dear son, please show me the hands." And then the son showed his hands. Then the father said, pointing towards the hand in which he had held coal, that it is just like the company of bad people. Even when you leave them, they will leave their bad effects on you. And then he showed him the hand in which he had held sandalwood. It had a very sweet smell, and said that it's just like the company of good people who help you when you are with them, and also leave their good thoughts and effects on you when you leave them. Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am, and all my dear friends. Today, I, Shalini from class 7th, am going to narrate a story in front of you. So, the topic of my story is the false human belief. It is a very interesting story. I hope that you will like it. As a man was passing the elephant, he suddenly stopped, confused by the fact that these huge creatures were being held by only a small rope tied to their front leg. No chains, no cages. It was obvious that the elephant could at any time can break away from their bond, but for some reason they did not. He saw a trainer nearby and asked why these animals just stood there and made no attempt to get away. Well, trainer said, when they are very young and much smaller, we use the same size rope to tie them. And at that age, it's enough to hold them. As they grow up, they are conditioned to believe they cannot break away. They believe the rope can still hold them, so they never try to break free. The man was amazed. These animals could at any time break free from their bonds, but because they believed they couldn't, they were stuck right where they were. Like the elephants, how many of us go through life hanging onto a belief that we cannot do something simply because we failed at it once? So, I want to tell you that the moral of the story is amazing. The failure is a part of learning. We also never give up the struggle in life. You fail not because you are destined to fail, but because they are lessons which you need to learn as you move on with your life. Thank you, ma'am. I hope that you like the story. Thank you.
Good evening, ma'am. Today I, Chandresh of class 7B, is going to narrate a short story. The title of my story is The Serial Killer. One night, a boy was walking in the streets after dinner. The lights of all houses were switched off. He suddenly heard a girl crying, and that girl said, "Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I'll give you everything you want, but please don't kill me." The boy thought that this was his illusion, as everyone was sleeping. But this wasn't his illusion. The girl again said, crying loudly, said that, "Please don't kill me, sir. You killed my daughter. Now please don't kill me. Please." The boy followed the voice as he was scared now. Then he found that the lights of one house were still on. He thought that this is the house from where the voice is coming. He went and knocked on the door. The owner of that house opened the door and asked him, "How may I help you, sir?" The boy said, "Where is that woman? Why are you trying to kill her? Where is that? Where is she?" The owner said, "Sir, there is no woman here. I live alone." The boy said, "Please don't lie to me. Otherwise I'll call the police. Where is she? Let me see her." The owner said, "Sir, please don't disturb me at this hour. There is no one in this house except me." The boy said, "See, I'll give you everything you want, but please don't kill that woman." The owner got frustrated and said, "Sir, please leave. There is no one in my house. Now please leave. I'm not trying to kill anybody." And the boy rushed in. And then he found that the radio was on, and the anchor said, "This was the episode 5 of the series, The Serial Killer." Now let's move to the latest headlines. Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Vivek Verma and I am from class 7G, roll number 37. I am going to recite a story named As Clear as Crystal, that was written by Sheryl Rao. 15-year-old Hemant threw the pebble viciously in the pond. He did not care that he could have hit the fish his father loved to watch when he sat outside on the rolling lawn. All that luxury and the old man was turning into a skinflint. Thrice this month he had refused to give him more than 50 rupees when usually he handed over his purse to Hemant to help himself. What could he do with 50 rupees? He had promised the gang to treat at the movies. He looked at his watch, just another half hour before the booking opened and no way to put together cash for 5 tickets. What should he do? Thank you, ma'am.
Everyone, my name is Aditya Job and I am studying in class 7. Today I will narrate one story and the name of my story is Hard Work is the Key to Success. As you know, life is full of twists and turns. Everyone has to struggle here in this world to conquer every hindrance in the way to success. For this hard work is obligatory. Without working hard and just by sitting idle, it will hard for one to get success. Since from childhood until now, I always remember the sentence that my parents used to tell me. To be a better person in life, you have to do hard work. And to get success, you have to work hard. The result of hard work is always rewarding. So you have to work hard. There is a well-known proverb, no pain, no gain. Hard work never goes wasted, although it may be later or sooner success come to your feet. A short story which I liked and want to share with you. There was a man who lived with his parents. He was not hardworking. He wanted to do a well-paying job, so he refused all small jobs. Everyone ignored them. He lay in his bed all day. One day, his parents left him and went away and left a note for him in which it was written that they will come back when he will start doing a job. He was left with some money. He managed to use the money for some weeks, but one day there was no money, so he begged on that day. He decided to do a job. After some years, he became a big businessman. His parents came back to him. On that day, he learned that without hard work, no one can do anything. Therefore, we should not think about a big one. We should have to start from a first step to reach at the last step. Keep on trying, success will come with you. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.
Good morning. My name is Ananya Yadav. I study in class 7th H. Today I am going to read a chapter before you. Chapters few passages. Once upon a time, there lived an old man in Almora. He was popularly known as Abu Khan. He lived all alone except for a few goats which he always kept as a pet. He gave his goats funny names such as Kalwa, Mungir or Gujri. He would take them out the grazing during the day and talk to them as one talking to one's own children. At night, he would bring him back to his little hut and put a string around the neck of each goat. Poor Abu Khan was a little unlucky. In the matter of his goat, very often at night, one of the goat would pull at the string till it broke loose, and then would disappear. In his hill beyond, goats in the hilly regions hate being tied to trees or poles. They love their freedom. Abu Khan's goats were of the best heel breeds. They too loved his their freedom. So whenever they got the chance, they would run away only to get killed by an old wolf who lived in this hill. Thank you.
Good evening, ma'am. I am Anjali Singh from class 70. Today I am telling one story. The name of the story is The Thirsty Crow. One hot summer day, the one crow was very thirsty and he needed water. But he see here and there, but he couldn't find the water. Then he fly away and he see one pot. But the pot water was very low and he decided to break the pot and drink water. But he couldn't do this. Then he see a stone and he put the stone in the water in the pot and he drink the water and he fly away. Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Ayushi Divedi from class 7th F. Today I will tell the story. Chasing a Dream. Has Priya not come as yet? Surya asked, depositing his bag in the cramped drawing-cum-dining room of his tiny two-bedroom flat. He had just returned from work. He was a cashier in the State Bank of Hyderabad, while his wife Shraddha, a lab assistant in Reddy College for Women. Their daughter Priya was a class 10 student in St. Anaya School. They lived in Vidyanagar, while Priya's school was in Tarnaka, around 6 kilometers away. There was a direct bus from Priya's school to Vidyanagar. She would have been here by 4:30. It is 5:30 now and she still has not come. Shraddha replied. Shraddha's college closed at 3 and she was usually back from 4 p.m. Yesterday too she was late. In fact, since the last few weeks she has been coming late. Did you ask her? Yes, I did ask her last week. Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. I am Anshika. I am a student of class 8th and today I am going to participate in the reading challenge. I am going to read a book by George Orwell named 1984. It was a bright cold day in April and the clocks were striking 30. Winston Smith, his chin nuzzled into his breast in an effort to escape from the vile wind, slipped quickly through the glass doors of Victory Mansions, though not quickly enough to prevent a swirl of gritty dust from entering along with him. The hallway smelled of boiled cabbage and old rag mats at one end of the colored poster. Too large for indoor display had been tacked to the wall. It depicted simply an enormous face more than a meter wide. The face of a man of about 45, with a heavy black mustache and ruggedly handsome features. Winston made for the stairs. It was no use trying the lift. Even at the best times, it was seldom working. And at present, the electric current was cut off during daylight hours. It was part of economy drive in preparation of hate week. The flat was 7 flights up, and Winston, who was 39 and had a varicose ulcer above his right ankle, went slowly, resting several times on the way. On each landing opposite the lift shaft, the poster with the enormous face gazed from the wall. It was one of those pictures which are so contrived that the eyes follow you about when you move. Big Brother is watching you. The captain beneath it ran. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Shambhavi Dubey of class 8E and today I am going to narrate a story of Lord Buddha named Beyond the Obvious, which is derived from Jataka tales. Once in a beautiful kingdom lived a very wise king with his 4 sons. All the 4 sons were of different ages. Since right from childhood they had heard about the stories of a multicolored tree which was very glorious, giant and magical. The stories were so enchanting that they were so excited to look that tree once. Few years passed and the eldest prince decided to look that tree. So he simply arranged a tour with his friends. But when he went there, he was very disappointed. He saw that the tree was red in color, and he came disappointed to the palace. A couple of months later, the second prince also decided to visit the multicolored tree. He arranged a whole picnic of his friends to visit the multicolored tree. He also went there with his friends, and he was also disappointed like the eldest prince. But this time the tree was simply green in color. It was as plain like any other tree. He was very disappointed. Hugely sad. Then after a month, the third prince also decided to visit the multicolored tree. He also went there and was disappointed as two of his old brothers. But the difference was that this time the tree was golden in color. By the end of the year, the last, or we can say the youngest prince, decided to visit the multicolored tree. He was same disappointed like all his elder brothers, but this time also the tree was silver in color. They all four were very disappointed. After a few days, a guest came in palace and started remarking on multicolored tree. After hearing the remark, the first prince said that the multicolored tree is just a fairy tale which was told to them to fool them. The second prince.
Very first good morning to all of you. My name is Sheetal Sani. I study in class 6C. I am going to tell a story. The title of my story is Once I Had Gone to a Jungle. Once I had gone to a jungle, I saw there were many trees, birds, animals were there. I was so happy, I was laughing, I was really so happy. Then I saw one tree. That tree was very sad. His leaves were very withered, he was very dry. I went to him and I told that, why are you sad? Look at me, I'm so happy. Then I told him about me. I told him that I have all the things. I have food, I have clothes, I have house to live. All the things I have. Then he told me about him. He told me that you have all the things. What about me? You have all the things. What about me? That whatever you are using, that all are coming from the jungle trees. You are using paper, napkin paper, tissue paper, book, bed, furnitures, etc. He told me that all are coming from the trees, jungles only. You are cutting trees, you are not doing plants. You are not planting. We are dying. If we will not live, then later you will also die. So do planting. And now you became a messenger to your government and tell, do planting, do not cut the plants, save trees. Most of the birds are there who live on the trees only. If there will be no any tree, then there will be no any bird, no any animal, no any human, and no any living organism. So save trees, save jungles. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Good morning everybody, myself Aditi Maurya of class 6C. Today I narrate a story. The title of my story is The Brahmin Gift. Once upon a time there was a Brahmin lived in a village. He was very happy in his life. One day he got a goat in a gift. He thinked and put the gold on his shoulders and go by a jungle lane. Then 3 cheats saw him. One of them said, "It is very healthy goat. It is nice for our meal." Then the second one said, "Yes, you are right." Then the third one said, "But how we get it from the Brahmin?" Then the first one said, "I have a plan." Then they discussed the plan, and one of them go to Brahmin and said, "Sir, why are you carrying this horse on your shoulders?" Then the Brahmin said, "Blind, can you didn't see this is not a horse, first, this is a goat. Then after some time, the second one go to Brahmin and said, Sir, why are you carrying this donkey on your shoulders? Then the Brahmin was said, This is not a donkey, this is a goat. Then after some time, third one go and said, Sir, why are you carrying this wolf on your shoulders? Then the Brahmin was very confused. He think this is an evil power that change its an animal. Then the Brahmin put the goat on the ground and ran away. Then three kids were happy that their plan has worked, and they laughed at the Brahmin. Moral of the story, one should believe his own eyes, not others. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Archie from class 8th E. Today I'm going to give book review of the novel which is Short and Ramirez, written by Ruskin Bond, The Blue Umbrella. In this novel, the extraordinary characters became heroic. Let me tell you how. It is a story about a little girl named Binya Devi who lived in Kharwal with her brother and mother. One day when she was gone on herding, she saw a lady who was having an extraordinary bright blue silk umbrella. She fell in love with that umbrella. She asked the lady to give that umbrella to her in return of her lucky charm, the bear claw necklace. She was convinced and they exchanged their products with each other. Then the umbrella became a conversation for the villagers. It was the best in the village. It became desire for everybody. And there was a person in the village named Ram Bharosa who was a shopkeeper. He asked Binya to give her the umbrella in return of lots of candies, but Binya denied and she told him that it was the most precious thing she is having is that umbrella. Then one day Ram Bharosa asked a little boy who employed in his shop to steal that umbrella. He tried but he was caught by the villagers, and the villagers was disappointed and they stopped buying things from his shop, and Ram Bharosa was disappointed with his act, and he promised to himself that he will never do such a cheap thing in his life again. One day when Binya was eating candies on his shop, while leaving, she left her umbrella on the shop. Ram Bharosa wanted that umbrella, but he knew that what he will do is wrong. Then he didn't take that umbrella. He was rushing towards Binya and said that she had left the umbrella. She said that no, I have not left it. I have leave it for you because you wanted it. Now, and she said that now she knows that nothing is precious in life except you. She was knowing that one day whenever you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Aram Said. I am from class 70, and today I am going to recite a short story for you all. So I'm going to. I just wanted to know you that in this story the narrator is a ghost. Okay, so let's start the story. So in this story the narrator is saying that her mother has too much work. She goes to office to her, and then also when she came back she also has too much work at home like cooking, cleaning, etc. And she also has to look after to her small kid. So one day the mother was going to the market with her small son, and when she was coming back, her son was started crying and saying that he is hungry. So mother take him near the tree and giving him food to eat. And then she saw a small girl in a creepy outfit, and the mother got scared. She ran away from that place with her son. And after this incident, that little girl's face is seen everywhere in the house. And this incident cause a damage to mother's mental health, and she also not taking care of her son. And then the narrator is saying that she has killed her mother, and now her son is not crying. And do you know who is the narrator? The narrator is a ghost. So hope you like the story. Thanks for watching.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I am Devish Kumar and I am going to recite a poem. And my poem name is A Bundle of Sticks. Once upon a time, three neighbors living in a village were having trouble with their crops. Each of the neighbors had one field, but the crops on their field were infested with pests and were whittling. Every day, they would come up with different ideas to help their crops. The first one tried using a scarecrow in his field, the second used pesticides, and the third built a fence on his field. One day, the village had come by called the three farmers. He gave them each a stick and asked them to break it. The farmer could break them easily. He then gave them a bundle of three sticks and again asked them to break it. This time the farmer struggled to break the sticks. The village had said, "Together you are stronger and work better than you do it alone." The farmer understood what the village head was saying. They pulled in their resources and got rid of the beasts from their field. The moral of this story is there is strength in unity. Thank you.
My name is Harshit Shukla from class 8 section E. I am going to narrate a story. The name of the story is The Heart of the Lion. So let's start. Now Hiroshi became a master of martial arts, but he had a weakness that he was not brave. Once in his practice, he fight against his master. His master said, "To become a master of martial arts like me, you have to beat me and now ready for my next attack, which is Dragon Punch." Hiroshi said in fear, Master, please stop. I can't beat this move." His master was disappointed from that. He told to Hiroshi that you know skills and techniques, but if you are not brave, you can't fight from any master to protect your title. Hiroshi didn't understand it. Once he had to fight with Nylok, a great master. He lost the match. Then he ran away in the jungle, and there he saw a lion hunting elephant. And then he saw lion's face without fear, although he was not stronger than elephant. But on the elephant's face, full of fear, he understood that being strong was not enough. You need to be brave. And then he challenged Nylok again and beaten him.
A very good morning to all of you. My name is Sapna Tiwari from class 7D. I am here to present a short story. The title of the story is Two Friends. There were two friends who were walking across a desert. While they were walking, they got into an ugly argument, and out of anger, one of them slapped the other on the face. The one who was slapped, though was hot, he did not say anything, and quietly wrote over the sign, "I'm hot, because today my friend hit me on my face." They resumed and kept walking until they came across an oasis. They decided to take a bath in an oasis. While they were taking bath, the one who had got slapped started drawing. the other friend came to his rescue and saved him. After he got rescued, he wrote on the stone, "Today I was saved by my best friend." The other friend asked him, "Why did you write on the sand when I slapped you? Why you write on the stone when I saved you?" Upon this, the other friend replied that it's better we write on sand when your friend hurts you, as it will be gone with the wind, but write it on the stone when your friend does something good to you, so that could be engraved forever. Moral of the story: your friend always see the brighton of you. No matter what, your friend will always come to rescue you in any circumstance. Thank you very much and have a marvelous day.